Alright, so last time we looked at multiplication and division of numbers. Now we're looking at increment a number with JavaScript. Welcome back. We are completing our freeCodeCamp JavaScript basic course, and let's begin. You can easily increment or add 1 to a variable with the plus plus or increment operator. I plus plus semicolon is the equivalent of I equals I plus 1, or we can say I plus 1 assigned to I semicolon. So note the entire line becomes I plus plus, eliminating the need for the equal sign or the assignment operator. Change the code to use the plus plus operator or increment operator on the variable named myVar. In our test cases, we see where we have myVar should equal to 88. You should not use the assignment operator. You should instead use the plus plus operator or increment operator, and you should not change code above the specified comment. Alrighty, so it's so nice to use that increment operator instead of writing all of that I plus 1, then assigning I plus 1, because JavaScript always calculates what's on the right side of the equality operator first and assigns that to I. We just write I plus plus, and we know that it really means add one value to the figure of I and then assign that new value to I. So let's go to our code. Okay, so we are given a variable declared with the var keyword called myVar, and assigned to that is the value of 87. Okay, we're going to write our code below line 3, which says only change code below this line. And we have myVar, which had already been defined, declared for us using the var keyword. So now they just say myVar so that we can change what is assigned to it. And in this case, what is assigned to it is myVar plus 1. This one is pretty simple. We're just going to delete all of this. And we're going to simply put myVar plus plus. Okay, but let's check to make sure that this still works. So we're going to console.log, and in the middle of our parentheses we're going to put the variable name myVar semicolon. And if we go to our test section, we can see that myVar, which was holding the value of 87, has indeed been incremented by 1, and it now has 88. I'd say that is a success. Let's run. And run. There we go. Don't forget to download your solution. Keep a nice organized folder of all of your course curriculum so that you can refer back to it later. Let's submit and go to the next challenge. Okay, so now we are doing the opposite of adding 1 to our variable value. Now we're going to subtract 1. So it says decrement a number with JavaScript. You can easily decrement or decrease a variable by 1 with the subtract, negative, however you'd like to call it, hyphen operator, but they refer to it as decrement. So we have an example of code where it says I subtract or hyphen semicolon, and this is the equivalent of a variable value of I, and in this case assigned to it is I minus 1, semicolon. So note, the entire line becomes I negative negative, semicolon, or I decrement, which is eliminating the need for the equal sign. Change the code to use the hyphen hyphen operator on my var. So our test cases, my var should equal to 10, my var equals my var minus 1 should be changed. You should use the negative negative operator on my var, and you should not change code above the specified comment. Let's check out our code. So pretty much same deal as before. We have a declared variable using the var keyword. It is called my var, and assigned to it is the value of 11. And then below line 3, which says only change code below this line, we have my var, and we have is assigned to that my var minus 1. We are simply going to delete everything in front of the assignment operator and even delete the assignment operator, and we're going to replace it with 2 hyphens. Let's check. We expect that our value, that is 11 in my var, should now be 11 minus 1. So let's double check with console.log. And we are going to put my var in the middle of the parenthesis, semicolon, and let's check. Yep, indeed it has 10. We're happy with that. Let's run. And we are correct. Thank you very much. Practice your increment and decrement operators, and we'll see you again on the next one.